Hello, I'm Dawn. I work for Little Miracles, and I am today going to be showing you how to make some pom-poms. So it's quite simple to do and an easy activity, and most people have got little bits of stuff hanging around on wall that they could use to make some pom-poms. So all you need is some cardboard. So I've got an old Amazon envelope here. And to make your stencil, just a couple of circles. They can be as big or small as you like, but if you have small ones, you'll get them made a bit quicker. But if you want to take your time about it, you can get a nice big pom-pom. So I just used a little glass dish and an insert from a flask. So that has made my circles. So you just need to draw around your outside of your circles like that and like that, and then once you've got that, you can start your cutting of your shape out. So you just basically go around your circles. Now whilst you're cutting them, you obviously need to be careful. Have a parent help you, or an adult, another adult, if you've got an older brother or sister, help you with the scissors, because you are using card. You don't want to go too thick with your card. You basically want something cereal packet sort of things, or a thin sort of card envelope type thing. Too thick card makes it quite hard to cut through when you're taking your wool off later. So what you can do is use something sharpish if you want to. What I do is bend my card slightly and just cut like a slit, and then I cut to the inside of my card. You might want to do this one at a time. You've got to make sure that your template matches up both sides. So I've got my two together. So again, if this is a little bit tough, this is where you'll need your parents to help you. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you've got like a ring shape, so I've got a couple I made earlier, that's probably a bit of a better one I'll use. But anything is quite fine. So there you go. There's your pom-pom template. Then all you need to do is make some room and use some wool. So any colours are fine. Today I've got some green wool, and you want to cut a good length of it off. So I've got quite a nice length here of wool, but it doesn't really matter too much. Then all you need to do is place it and hold it with your thumb and finger at the other side. So you've got your piece of wool placed on there, and then you start to wrap. So you're feeding it outside in through the hole. And you just feed it round and round. This does take a little bit of time. At the moment, whilst we're at home, we've got lots of time to do these kind of things. And when you've made your pom-poms, you can do different things with them. So you can make lots of different pom-poms up and add them into a rug. All you would need is just a piece of fabric to stitch some pom-poms to at the end. Sometimes you can get like pieces of hessian, depends how crafty you are and if you've got them at home at the moment, and you can attach the pom-poms to that. But if you've got an old pillowcase, you can get the same sort of effect by leaving some little extra long pieces or tying them to the pom-poms to attach to the rug by sewing them on. Or, so if you're making quite a big pom-pom, if you've got like a plain woolly hat, then you can get that sewn onto your woolly hat, so you've got your own special pom-pom that you made for it on the top, which is really quite nice, at the top of your hat. So There's lots of different things you can do to them. Lots of people knit scarves and then add pom-poms to the bottom. And the really nice thing about it is that it's all been made by you, so that's quite a nice thing to do. So as you can see, I've got one length of my wool, it's almost done. So you just sit and wrap and wrap and wrap. And what I will do is pause my video in a bit so you can see how it comes up later. And what you can do is go all the way around, and then you can add a different colour, which is what I'll do, and I'll show you as I go along. Okay, so I have now wrapped my pom-pom ring so far with the green, as you can see. I've got a couple of little ends, you'll see them as that's where I've just ran out of wool and started again. So again, if you pin them down with your thumb, but don't worry too much, because if they do show at the end, you can just trim them off. So I've now cut a length of cream, and I'm going to go around the ring with some cream. If you are fitting in quite confident with it, what you can do is do the two walls at one time, or you can have 2 or 3 different colours, and you can wrap them around at one time, which is quite a good thing to do. So I am going to just keep wrapping the cream around, and I'll show you in a little while when I've done all of that. What we're aiming to do is to keep filling the ring until you can about get your finger through the wool, so it will come right out and fill up, and then I'll show you the next step to do. But for now, I'm going to go around with the cream colour and show you that in a bit when I'm done. So here is where I'll do a join, where I've just run out of wool. So I'll cut my length again, and then I've got my thumb on the wool, and I just join it and hold it as best I can whilst trying to overlap to make the join. But as I say, it doesn't really matter, because any stray bits when you've got your final pom-pom, you can just trim up. So as you can see, I've finished another layer of cream this time, and I'm going to keep going until I get into the middle, and then I'll come and show you how to finish it off. But that's basically how it will start to look. And you can wrap your wool in any way you like. You can do a quarter cream, a quarter green, or pinks, or whatever colours you've got. You can do lots and lots of different colours on top of each other. It just really depends what wool you've got in the house and what you fancy doing. So, but I'm going to just keep this with the creamy white colour and the green, and once I've got near the middle, I will come back and show you the next steps. Right, so I have just about finished filling up my pom-pom. As you can see, I can just get my finger through there, so it's like a big fat woolly donut, and I'm just going to keep feeding the last bits through. I've got 2 colours in one here, and just for my last bit. It's just getting a little bit fiddly for me to get my hands through. I'm going to cut that off there. Right, so I've cut them bits. Then what you want is a couple, 1 bit or 2 bits will do of length of string, and I've got a couple of pairs of smaller scissors. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use. Normally nail scissors are quite helpful. And what you do is go around the edge of your pom-pom. As you do it, you want to just keep your hands around it. So if you're quite small, you'll perhaps want a smaller template. You have to be a little bit patient with this. I'm going to try slightly larger scissors. I can't always get them under the wall ever so well, but it's working there. Can you see? It's all starting to come away. No. I'm probably just going to have to be very patient and snip away with my nail scissors. They feel like the best ones to use. And you've just got to go through your layers of wool really, just ever so slowly. If you're borrowing your mum's nail scissors, then just try not to break them. So, as you can see there, the cardboard is starting to show. And then I'm just going to keep cutting round. So I've cut almost round my pom-pom. This is my last little bit here. And you should be able to keep your hands on it nice and tight and just slip your finger all the way around the pom-pom. Then take your wool, say either 1 or 2 pieces, your lengths you've cut, and wrap them, slip them in and wrap them around the card, in between the 2 pieces of card. Then it doesn't have to be even, as long as you've got enough length to tie a knot. And then do your little bow, pull it down, really tight, really, really tight. And then you can wrap it around the other side as well if you want. And do the same again. Really nice and tight. Now I'm going to make a little knot. Again, now you can see we've got a nice ball shape. The final bit is just to get your card off. And the best thing you can do, the easiest way, is just to tear it. And as you do that, it comes off. Scrunch it up. And there you go. You've got a whole pom-pom there. So you can see you've got little bits of edges. Remember I said there are bits that may stick out. So you can just give them a little haircut if you want it really even. I quite like it with the little longer bits myself. And you can see your different layers of your patterns that you've made. So you've got there, I don't know if you can see that, that's my first layer of blue. And then over that I've got a little layer of the white cream colour. And then now where I've done the two colours together at the same time, I've just got a multicoloured effect. And that's my pom-pom. And you can either then hang it from somewhere in your room if you want, or like I say, attach it to something, or just cut that string off and then you'll have your pom-pom ball. And that's how you make a pom-pom.
We are Little Miracle. We need your help.
Please donate what you can. Click the donate button below or text RAINBOW to 70660 to donate £3.